Hi, Karla here. Welcome back to my channel where I like to find the fun and magic in everyday things. So if you've been following this little mini series, you know that I bought 3 new resins and I've already done sensory ingredient profiles for 2 of them, for the pine resin and the opoponax. I also had a lot of fun experimenting with new incense blends. Now, if you haven't seen the other 2 videos, I'll leave links in the description box below. So today I profiled benzoin styrex. Sorry for the interruption. But when I started to make this video, I only had 1 benzoin resin. It was styrex. But then as I was doing my research, I found that there were 2 distinct benzoin resins. So I thought, well, if I'm going to sip one, I should sip both to compare. So I ordered one. I waited for it to come in. So instead of just doing a sip for 1 benzoin, we're going to do 2. So back to the show. And then we'll have a little play making an incense blend. And if you stay till the end, I'm going to respond to a viewer question. So come on, let's go have some fun. Okay, so this is what I bought originally. Benzoin styrex resin. It's also known as Sumatra benzoin, and that's because it comes from trees native to Sumatra and Java. The new resin I bought, Benzoin tonkinensis, more commonly known as Benzoin Siam, comes from trees native to Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Now, I also want to profile this styrex that I bought while I was traveling in Greece to see the differences in aroma. So it's just an add-on. Now, from my research, I learned that both types of resins possess fixative properties which help to hold the scent of other ingredients in your incense blends, which prolong the aroma. That's probably why benzoins have been used since antiquity in perfumes and incense. However, these resins do have different aroma profiles, where the benzoin Siam, or tonkinensis, is considered to be more complex. So, okay, let's see if that's true. So while we're waiting for the charcoal to heat up, I need to powder the resins. Now that everything is ready, let's begin. This Siam benzoin is very pleasant. It smells very soft, sort of like baby powder. If it were a color, it would be dusty mauve. Most importantly, it evokes a gentle calmness. Let's profile the styrex benzoin that I started with. Now this smells a bit acrid, definitely not soft. If it were a color, it would be vermilion. The shape would be something sharp and pointy. It evokes a feeling of being alert and at attention. And finally, let's profile this styrex benzoin that I bought in Greece to see if there's any similarities or differences. Well, that's interesting. This one smells like a soft wood with the lingering tang at the end. If it were a color, it would be a golden yellow, and it evokes feelings of being active, poised, and ready. Now that's very similar to the other Styrex benzoin, only it's a softer version. Wow. Okay, so the moral of the story is, it's important to profile each resin you have, even if they're classified the same. I just can't assume that they're going to smell the same. Okay, so I thought I'd try my hand at making joss or stick incense again, because my last attempts have been mediocre at best. So this time I decided to use an extruder with a larger hole so that I would get a thicker, less fragile stick. Okay, fingers crossed, yeah? For this instance, I chose what I'm calling the Greek Styrex benzoin. That's the last benzoin that I profiled. And because I wanted to highlight the resin, I kept it simple. Rose petals, yarrow, vetiver and rose essential oils, and of course sandalwood and jigget as base and binder. All right, let's get to mixing. Yeah, so this is the fun bit, stuffing the extruder. Here we go. Yipes. This is definitely not my strong suit. Ugh. Okay, with this last bit, I'll make a few cones. I'll even make a backflow cone. Yeah, that's fun. Now they have to dry. So now's a good time for me to answer a viewer question. Someone asked about my incense drawer. Well, it's a funny story. I saw this at a thrift store, this plain, unfinished drawer, and I had no idea what I was going to do with it, so of course I bought it. Once I started using it to store my incense making materials, I thought the drawer should be decorated. So I stained it, stenciled spiral hearts all over it, then painted each heart. And now I display it proudly. I really love it. Thanks for asking. All right, so it's been over a week. How did the incense turn out? So, as you can see, I did make my sticks, and they are certainly not the prettiest sticks in the world. They're fragile, but they do burn. Not very good at making stick incense, but I think I do a great job when I make cone incense. So let's try the backflow incense and let's see how that works. Let's light it and let's see. Oh, wish me luck. So excited. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? It looks beautiful. So we've got some good smoking on top, as well as it coming down. Let's talk about the aroma. This smells so good. It has a nice floral scent. I can smell the rose, but it's not like my wine and roses incense that I made in a previous video. That one is more deep and sultry. This incense is brighter, more elevated, and somehow energetic. I'm not sure how to explain this, but it evokes the feeling that you should be active, but don't overdo it, if that makes sense. I think I'll call this incense Ready, Set, Go, Gently. Yeah, that's perfect. This incense is very enjoyable. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and this series. I really hope I've been able to convey the importance of profiling all of your incense ingredients. It really will take your incense making to the next level. Thanks for sharing this journey with me, and I look forward to seeing you on our next adventure.